Hello everybody and welcome to another video. Do you enjoy eating out at your favorite restaurants, or do you enjoy ordering takeout when you're in your pajamas watching Netflix on your couch? Believe me, we do too. So that's why today we're going to talk about the 5 pros and cons of eating out and ordering takeout. So let's get started. So let's start with the positive aspects of eating out or ordering takeout. The first positive aspect that I came up with is that it's super convenient. There is literally no hassle. Whether you're going to the restaurant and ordering your food, or you're ordering your food from home for it to be delivered to your door. Like, there is no hassle. They make it very easy to do. If a restaurant doesn't deliver, you have those delivering apps that you can do, such as DoorDash or Grubhub, or you can just go to the restaurant and order your food there. It is amazing. The second positive aspect of this whole situation is that there's no dirty dishes. You are not making the food at home, so you're not dirtying your own dishes. So you're either going to the restaurant and using their dishes, or you're ordering takeout and just eating it out of the containers that it comes in. For a person that hates doing dishes, and actually my husband does the dishes and he doesn't like doing it either, it's amazing how fast dirty dishes pile up and you just want to forget about it, but you have to do it. It's one of those adult things you need to do. So the fact that there's no dirty dishes involved when you're ordering out or eating out, that is just super amazing. The third positive aspect is that usually you get your food faster than if you're going to make it at home. And I know that if I'm like hungry now, I don't want to wait an hour for something to cook in the oven or for me to assemble something together. So I want something now. So usually I can get it in like 15 minutes, maybe half an hour, and maybe tops like 50 minutes. You know, it really depends. The fourth positive aspect of eating out and takeout is that you can do this on the go. You're not like hauling an oven in the back of your car just to make food, unless you're in an RV, but most people are not driving around in an RV. So you're on the go, you're hungry, you're not gonna make something in the back of your car or in your trunk. That's probably frowned upon anyway. So you driving around and you see a restaurant and you're like, hey, I'm hungry, I'm gonna go eat. So the fact that you can do it on the go is great. If you can't sit down at the restaurant, you can get something to go and then eat it in your car. So eating out, takeout, you can do it on the go. And the last positive aspect that I came up with, this is kind of more specific to me since I am such an extrovert, so this might not be a positive aspect to you, but I did want to mention it. My husband and I are regulars at a lot of fast food or even sit-down restaurants in our area, and we have gotten to know many of the employees that work there, and it's wonderful. You walk into the restaurant and you see somebody that you've gotten to know and you're like, hey, how you doing? Have a little chat, see how they're doing, and it just makes the experience a lot more pleasurable. This only happens when you're a regular at a place, so it does take a while to develop this positive aspect, but it's something that I did want to mention because I do enjoy it. Now it is time to move on to the negative aspects of eating out and takeout. These are probably the easiest to figure out. So it's like, yeah, but you have to balance the pros and cons and see what happens. So let's start. The first negative aspect of eating out is that it tends to be expensive, or if you're doing it a lot, it adds up over time. So you are pretty much paying for the convenience of someone else to make your food and deliver it to you, either while you're sitting in the restaurant or when you're at home. So it does tend to add up. Whenever I do our finances, I'm just like rolling my eyes because they're like, oh, we ordered so much takeout in the last couple of weeks. Why did we do that? And then it's just like, oh, $100 out the window. It is really a struggle. So if you don't have a lot of money, or you don't want to waste money, or you have goals that you want to meet, don't waste it on takeout. That's what it is. Another negative aspect of this whole situation is that it tends to be unhealthy. Yeah, there are healthy restaurant options, healthy takeout options, but most of the time there is something in there, or we're ordering stuff that's not the healthiest. You know, fast food, not the healthiest. Sit-down restaurant might be slightly better, but there's still some things that you probably shouldn't be eating on a regular basis, whether it be a lot of sugar, a lot of trans fats, a lot of, bad things for you, a lot of dyes, a lot of preservatives, a lot of things. You have to remember what you're putting in your body. So it's like we tend to sacrifice the health aspect for the convenience aspect of it. So, one way to get around this is try to eat healthier options. We used to order our pizza at a, national chain that everybody knows. But when we moved to our new apartment, there was actually a local pizza place right around the corner that delivers. And they use clean ingredients. They fry everything in olive oil. They use clean ingredients with no preservatives. They sometimes even use organic ingredients. Yes, it's a little bit more expensive, but the health aspect is so important to us. So that's why we order from them. Plus, it's so nice to order local as well. Eating takeout and eating out in general, yeah, it'll be more unhealthy, but you can make healthier options. But that is definitely a negative aspect. The third negative aspect that I came up with is that if you're on a special diet, it is really hard to find convenient options at a restaurant or fast food place. So for me, I need to avoid gluten and dairy. Putting those two together when you're ordering out, it's really hard. There's places that I know that are no options, but it's the only place to eat. So I'm cheating that day, which I can do since I just have a slight sensitivity. However, for people that have like serious diets, like serious allergies, or like they have great discomfort if they have a sensitivity, they have to do their research ahead of time. They need to know where they can eat, and it's really inconvenient to go through all that information and try to find something to eat that will not cause you any harm. So yeah, that is a negative aspect. There are more restaurants cropping up saying, oh, here's our gluten-free line. Oh, here's our dairy-free line. There are options, but they're not nearly as convenient. Another negative aspect of the eating out a restaurant and situation is that trash tends to pile up. Even if you're sitting down in a restaurant, you're using paper napkins, maybe some straws, there's a lot of trash that goes into even sitting down at the restaurant. But then when you're ordering takeout, there is a ton of trash, and sometimes this trash is not even recyclable. It is crazy. There is a movement, and restaurants are moving towards more recyclable options, which is great because people are very eco-friendly and more conscious about, saving the earth nowadays. And so, yeah, there are restaurants that do make sure that everything's recyclable. But, if recycling is not convenient for you, especially if you live in the city, if you don't have recycling pickup or you don't have a place to drop it off, most of the time this is going into the trash. And so trash does tend to pile up. It is what it is. If my husband and I had a really bad week, there's usually 3 to 4 bags of takeout trash right by our trash can because we didn't even bother stuffing it into our trash can. Yeah, the shame is real. We do have the opportunity to recycle, but sometimes we do forget. So yeah, that is a negative aspect. So if you're one of those eco-friendly people, minimal takeout, make more stuff at home. The last negative aspect that I came up with deals more with the shame of ordering out or eating at restaurants all the time. Yeah, we are regulars at some place, and I'm sure they're glad to see us, but I'm probably sure that maybe in the back of their minds they're like, oh my gosh, they're here again? Is this twice this week? And then when you're like going to get takeout all the time and you're just like, ugh, did we just do this again? So for example, we ordered pizza last night, and after we ate it, we're like, why did we do that? The struggle is real. So, you're judging yourself. Others may be judging you, but it's mainly you judging yourself. And you're like, oh, why did I do this? I needed to be better. I need to cook something instead. Yeah, that is a negative aspect. But if you're not a person that is tends to judge yourself and you just do it, go for it. It is. But that's what I came up with because that's what my husband and I deal with occasionally. Well, that is all that I came up with for the pros and cons of eating out and takeout. I hope that was informative to you and helped you make a better decision whether you should be doing this or not. It's really a toss-up. There's so many convenient aspects, so many wonderful aspects of eating at a restaurant or ordering takeout, but there's a lot of negative aspects, and you really do need to balance it out. My conclusion over all of this is that yes, you need to be making food at home more often than going to a restaurant or eating out. Yes, it is fun to order takeout or go to a restaurant every now and then, but that's what it needs to be, every now and then, in moderation. Thank you for watching the video today. If you have an idea for another pros and cons video involving food, please let me know in the comment section below. If you enjoyed the video today, definitely push that like button. And if you want to see more videos from me, definitely push that subscribe button. I would definitely appreciate it. I will see you next week with another video. Take care, everybody. Bye.